Hi, this is Auntie Pasta, and welcome to my Let's Play. We are here at the Preston house. I'm going to try to keep this shorter than the pasta house, but I'm sorry, there's a lot to tell here. This is my farm challenge that I did, and we're already going into the third generation. We started with Grace Preston, and she bought this land and this beat up old farmhouse, and she decided she was going to fix it with her own two hands and fix up the barn. Well, she was on the property and she was doing her best, and she had a dog with her, and she started a big garden. She became a farmer. She started selling things. Then one night she heard something out. Her dog was barking, and she went out to the barn, and she was really nervous. And there was this man that was passing through town, and he thought the place was abandoned, so he was sleeping in the barn, and they pretty much surprised and scared each other. But it was pretty much love at first sight, and she decided to ask him to stay, and they worked on the house. They worked on the garden together. They built up the house, and pretty soon they were completely head over heels in love, and they got married. And so this is the first generation of children. I was playing it as the farm challenge, and then it turned into a generation challenge, and then as I was playing, I just fell in love with the family, and I had been watching the Waltons on TV, and I decided that this family was going to be the Waltons, or inspired by the Waltons. So they have passed away. Alexei, the father, Alexei, I don't even know where I came up with that name, Alexei. He passed away early in his life. He was doing some inventing, and he caught on fire, and it was awful. And then shortly after that, he starved to death. And then Grace Preston, she passed away of old age, and with her family by her side. Let's go in and meet the oldest daughter, Esther. This is Grace and Alexei's oldest child, and she is sitting here with her oldest son, and they're having a little breakfast. And you can see on the wall here is what Grace looked like when she was young, and her husband. This right here is Helen. It's Esther's sister when she was married. This is her other sister, Beth. And here is Esther when she was young and she was at Helen's wedding. They were in Helen's wedding. So that these photos are family photos. And yeah, we're not going to go into too much there. So Esther came first, and then Helen, and then they had Ben and Tommy and Danny, and finally Beth. Now, Helen has moved out, and she is married to Derek McDonald, and she has 3 children. And this is Grace's whole family tree. Ben, he was off at war, and first he married Cindy. They eloped, and then they had Virginia and Jerry, and then he went off to war. But one Christmas when he came back, he was able to see Cindy while he was on leave, and they then little John came shortly after that. So now Ben is out of the war, and he is living back in the farmhouse. We have Tommy, and Tommy is still at war. He has one daughter. Her name is Priscilla. Her mom and him did get married. Oh my gosh, she aged up. She has ponytails. So Tommy's wife, they ended up getting a divorce because she ran out on him after Priscilla was born. She just wanted to, maybe they didn't get a divorce yet, I can't remember, but she just wanted to live the fun life and live in music, do music and everything. And so they left Priscilla at the farm. And so now Esther is raising Priscilla. And we have Danny, and he is also at war. And I don't know what their fate is going to be. They look really white right now. They have a very pale complexion. And then Beth, she met Charlie Aniston across the street from her, and they have a little boy named Kobe. Now, Beth, I'll explain a little bit more about all of the history and how that just gives you a little bit of an overview. So I'll tell you who is living in this house. Esther is living here, and she is like one of the main providers, believe it or not. She is a writer, and she just produces a lot of books, and she looks so tired and sad. So she is a workaholic. She's good. She's a natural cook. She's a bookworm and friendly. She did have a job as a news anchor, so she helped bring in a lot of money. Now Ben, he is working out here in the garden. He's back from the war, and he is he's a fisherman. And here's his lovely wife, Cindy, and they're working on the garden together. Now Ben he loves the outdoors. He's good. He's handy. He's a hopeless romantic, and he's frugal. And Cindy is frugal also, and she's good and a natural cook and friendly and nurturing. She wanted a big family for a long time, but then she finally realized that she was only going to have 3, and she loved the family, his family. They just welcomed her with open arms, and so they have 3 children, and she decided she wanted to become a culinary librarian. Her mom lives in town, and she's a diva, and Cindy does not have a very happy relationship with her mom. They're not in a good place. So she was happy to come live at the farm where Ben's mom and dad built and made their dream come true. Now, Jerry is, let me tell you about Virginia. Virginia is also going to work on the garden with her parents. She is a young adult, and she is brave. She's a perfectionist, ambitious, angler, and friendly. She wants to become a scientist. Alex David Preston, this is Esther's son, and his dad passed away in the war, and he's a young adult, He is neurotic, disciplined, genius, neat, and artistic. And he has a job as a sculptor. And he is a pretty cool guy. We have Jerry out here working on the car. And Jerry is the son of Ben and Cindy. And he is working on the car, and he's flirty, party animal, hot-headed, virtuoso, and genius. So he's just out here working hard. And then Priscilla and John are both in school. As you know, Priscilla's mom and dad are not with her, but she is very close to Cindy. She's very close to Cindy. Cindy's like a mom to her. And and John is, of course, Cindy's youngest son. So what I would like to do for this challenge is we have the farm. It's very built up. It's beautiful, and I'll show you around in a little bit. I would like to take the 3 young adults, Alex David Preston, Virginia Preston, and Jerry Preston, and send them to university because nobody has gone to school, to college in this family, and I think it's about time. And when they come back, the farm will be passed down to them, and we'll see what happens. We'll see. We'll see generations form, and I'm going to make it a generation challenge, but it's going to start with just kind of playing with university and getting their skills up and making them amazing, because I like to make my Sims very amazing and skilled, and I just think it's fun to start from the very beginning in a Let's Play, but I think it's also very interesting to play with a family that already is established. They already have skills and personalities that have grown and everything. So let's see. Cindy, why don't you recycle that, and then you're going to clip coupons, and I'm just going to have a little family party soon, so we're just going to throw a party and invite all our family, the Preston family. Oh, he's playing and she's reading a book. She's very studious, and he is playing in the sprinklers. I'm not going to worry about that right now. So let's get Alex. Oh, Alex has a girlfriend, and we're going to invite her over. I think she's in school. She's in high school still. I think he's going to break up with her before he goes to... We'll just let her come over for the party before before he goes to college. I have a little cold, excuse me. So let's have him use the all-in-one bathroom. Oh, I wanted to show you. Okay, so Alex was really close to Grace, his grandma, the woman who helped build this beautiful farmhouse, and he became really talented with photography, and he went to China with his mom and his grandma right after his birthday, and he became a young adult. So this is a photo of his grandma that he took in China. And let's make this a house party, and we'll make it 3 just to kind of, and it's going to be casual attire, and Beth could come, and her husband. We have Corbeth Godfrey, and let's invite Crystal, that's a niece or cousin or whoever you're, Helen and her husband, and we're gonna get Danny and Tommy. They're still at war, so we're gonna keep them out there, unfortunately. Um, let's see. Should we invite over? No, I'm not gonna invite over Felicia Preston. Maybe she is still married to. I think that's all we're going to invite over is just family. Well, Corbeth isn't really family. Where's all the McDaniel people? Or maybe they're not. Here, let's invite Helena. Isn't there one more girl? That's disturbing. And we'll invite Melba over. And yes, I have Jennifer Aniston, but we're not inviting her. Here's Kobe. We'll invite Kobe over. We have a very nice playground for them to play on. Okay, let's not waste time there. Okay, so, yep, thank you. Here is Helen with her husband, and this is Helen with her husband also. And I'll just show you some family history with these photos I've been wanting to share. So this was a Christmas party. There's Jerry. And these are just going to cycle through. I hope these come out bright enough. There's Tommy, he was home on leave. And I wish this could go faster. You can't see it, Grace is listening to Helen's belly, listening to the baby. There's Helen and her husband dancing. And there is Virginia dancing. And there's the three daughters, Helen and Beth and Esther. And there it is in black and white. Ooh, cool. And there's Esther when she was young. Very pretty. She's in China here with her son and her mom. I don't know if you can hear, my son is downstairs playing with his dad and he's very loud. I think that is John. That can't be John. No, that must be Jerry. That's Jerry. There's Grandma Grace in China, and there's Esther and Grace, and this is kind of the family history. Just kind of going through the party starting, so we'll get to see everybody. I just also want to show one more photograph of Virginia on her prom night. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so looks like she's gonna. Let me show you around. He's playing in the sprinkler. Here's our garden, but this isn't the only garden. We also have an indoor garden, greenhouse. We're up against this mountain, so it's kind of cute. I really am proud of this barn and everything. Oopsie. So this is a little greenhouse area, and then they have the barn, and they used to have horses when Beth lived here, and now it's just kind of a workshop, and Jerry loves to come in here, and he's going to make quick drinks. He's gonna have a drink because we have the party going. It's just everybody's having a lot of fun. I condensed it a little bit more. My first recording didn't turn out very well, so I thought I would bring this around a second time and show you that the Prestons really do like to party. and this video a little bit better. It gives you a little idea about how close this family is. They're very close. We have Esther over here, the eldest daughter of Grace. She's just enjoying everything. This is Crystal McDaniel. This is one of Helen's beautiful daughters. I think she's just beautiful. And we have Ben over here with Beth they're having, obviously, they're having a contest, bobbing for apples. And this is Beth's husband, Charlie. You can't see him right now because his face is in a bucket of bobbing apples. Here's Priscilla. She's back from school, and she is, I explained to you that she is the daughter of Tommy and Felicia, and they are absent, and Cindy has been raising Priscilla. She's a pretty good mama, and she loves this family. So we have Helen over here. She's chatting with Corbeth Godfrey. If you are familiar with the Waltons, you'll know who Corbeth is. I absolutely adore that character in... Whoa, that was loud. I absolutely adore that character in the Waltons, so I thought I'd bring her in. It's kind of representation of her. I feel like my graphics are not very clear, as they usually are. Helen looks nice, but Corbeth doesn't. Oops, hello. Helen is I love Helen. She's just so beautiful. And she's the sister of Esther. She lives up on the hill in town, and she has 3 daughters. So, as I was saying before, honey, you don't need that pie. I would like to make this. I don't know how to make it go from a farm challenge to a generations challenge, or what am I trying to say? You have to excuse me. I've been sick and my head is kind of not very clear. And I just think that Alex looks so cute here, and I've never seen him really smile that much. There's his girlfriend Melba in the background. We'll have him break up with her at some point if you choose the Preston family. What I would like to do is send 3 of the Preston children in this generation off to college. Now, Crystal is still in high school, so we can't include her. It would be fun to age her up and have her go with them. But I'm going to send Virginia and Alex and Jerry, possibly Crystal, to university. And so if you choose this family, that's what we'll be doing first, is sending the children that are going to stay in the farmhouse off to university and see what they can make of themselves. I think I've explained the family pretty well to you. So, I didn't give you a tour of the farm. So, what I'm going to do first, though, before... Oh, don't go to sleep, Jerry. Before I leave you, is I'm going to have the 3 young adults take the university aptitude test, and we'll see where all their skills lie and get them sign up for university. You can hear the party going downstairs. Let me show you a little bit. This is our barn, and this is the loft where Alex lives, and he also does a lot of his art up here. He is best friends with his cousin Virginia and his cousin Jerry. They're very close, so they're going to go off to college together. Down here is the barn. As you can see, this is where Alexi, what was his name? Grace and Alexi's altar is right here, and this is where great grandpa or grandpa passed away. Oh, we already have this. Wow, that was quick. I haven't read this in a long time. Who is this? Where's the name? David. Okay. Alex David Preston will receive. Ooh, look at this. He has +6 in business, +18 in technology credits. He wants to go in for fine arts. So he has +18. That's wonderful. 400 out of 400. Hmm. So he could go into business, technology. I think I'd like him to go into fine arts. Okay, we will do that in a second. Um, so Beth used to live here. She grew up here on the farm, and she um, is adorable, first of all. And she has the equestrian trait. So she had 3 horses in this barn, and we did very well with them. She met her husband across the street, and he had a horse. So they combined all their horses and their love for horses, and they have a horse farm over there. I didn't want to keep horses anymore. I wanted to move on with this family. So this used to be, now it's kind of just an activity place for the family. We have, oh no, she tried to push the cow over. Cindy tried to push the cow over and it didn't work. We have a cow, obviously, that we milk twice a day. We have chickens that we harvest eggs twice a day, and that's the youngest child's job to feed and harvest. We have an outhouse here. Um, I'll just quickly show you the inside of the house. We have a family room here and a family room here and a dining room where they had many, many, many beautiful dinners together and parties, and a little laundry room, and they have out here somewhere to hang the laundry. It's getting dark, so I can't show you the whole yard, but there's a cute little play area. And eventually we'll come back to this farm after going to university, and the kids will live here, and probably we'll move some people out and around, and we don't know the fate of the people that are at war right now. This is the master suite, and as you can see, there used to be holes in the floor, and Grace and her husband patched them up with whatever materials they could find, and everything's kind of mismatched. They just pulled things together, and this is the girls' room, and it always has been, and they sometimes have babies. The babies stay in here, and this is the boys' room, and this is an extra room, and this is where Esther stays, and they just have one bathroom up here with a bath, and they have an outhouse over here. Here is where their dog Charlie rests, and there's a dog house, so I'd eventually like to get another dog. I'd like to build up this garden a little bit more. Virginia would like to become a scientist, and she would like to advance her gardening skill. I don't know what Jerry is going to do. He's a little bit of a party animal. He's hot-headed. We don't know. And we don't know who Alex is going to meet. I'm thinking that Alex is going to find someone, and maybe Virginia will too. And Jerry will probably find a lot of people to party with in university. So this is where we're going with this, and we're just gonna oh my gosh, her eyebrow! What happened to her eyebrow? This is the first time I've ever seen this. What is going on? This looks so funny. It's her eyelashes. Oh, she's looking up and it's making her eyelashes. Oh my goodness. Okay, Virginia. We're going to get her into science and medicine. She got 499 out of 400. Awesome. Yes, we'll do that in 1 second. I'm gonna take a couple of screenshots here. I love these kids. Anyway, Jerry's having a hard time. You can hear the frogs. She's gonna play for Jerry, I guess. You're gonna eat more? Oh wow, this is surprising. But Jerry is a genius, I forgot. He'll probably go into communications or technology. I was thinking about physical education for him, but maybe we'll do technology for him. I have to look at. So if you choose, as I said 100 times already, if you choose this family, oh my gosh, what a face. What a horrible face she's making. This is one of Helen's. That's Helena. That's Helen's daughter. Aw, Esther. It's kind of dark out here, so we won't stay out here. We'll just stick with this guy for now. So when we come back, if we ever come back to this family, what we'll do is we'll send the 3 Preston off to college and we'll watch them and see what we could do with them. And we'll have to do some moving around and maybe we'll reduce funds. Maybe they'll hit a crash of some sort and we'll start over kind of on the farm challenge. Any suggestions I'm willing to take. We can pretend there was a house fire and they came back and they had to fix everything. We'll see. We'll see where their fate is. And anyway, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share. I've enjoyed doing this, and I'm sorry if I've been all over the place. Don't forget to pick your favorite family, and I'll see you soon.